pessoas, vamos continuar com a parte 2. Junko, Ploft, brotou, super colegiado, desespero, apareceu. Sem mais delongas, esse eu gostei, prepare-se, grandes emoções nos aguardam. Mas eles são realmente tão grandes? Vocês não acham que eles são muito pequenos?
She's huge! She's way too huge! But the final boss in a certain action game is much bigger. You know, that game, Kniferella.
God of War.
Said it anyway.
Ela disse o nome.
I see. An estimated bus size of 15 meters, huh? My boobs are hopelessly huge.
O que o Casuite vai comentar?
Hey, want me to squish you in between them? Big boobs feel good, you know.
I get fucking crushed!
Eu sabia.
If this was a pandering fan service game full of pretty girls, there'd be a CG close-up of my cleavage. But, too bad, this isn't a fan service game. Of course, since it's not an action game either. You won't even get to experience the refreshing sensation of battling an enormous final boss. So fucking hopeless! This is Monokuma's true identity?
We have to deal with this thing?
I'm shocked you'd call me this thing. Oh, you're so mean.
Is it just me, or did her personality change?
Ela mudou.
I get easily bored of my personality. Like, I already got bored of my personality who gets easily bored. And that's when Fuyuhiko would say, "It's too damn soon to say you got bored, right?"
Wait, what?
I have plenty of data on you guys, so it's so easy for me to know what you're all thinking.
You are not bored at all.
I got bored of getting bored. Jeez. Even when I'm dead, I still get bored. This sucks.
Mesmo quando você está morta, então significa a verdadeira identidade dessa pessoa. Junko Enoshima, né, porra?
See. Are you Junko Enoshima? Did you say Junko Enoshima? Isn't she dead?
It's true. I did end up dying the last time. I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to go so fast. I couldn't help it, you know? It was my first time. Jeez, stupid. You're the one who made me go.
And why is someone who died here right now?
Do you guys know about an artificial intelligence called alter ego?
Hã?
Exuberance! We are now an AI! We have transcended humanity!
What AI? Stop saying all this crazy bullshit.
You see, my personality is like this because I'm the type who dies easily, right? That's why I made my own AI program while I was still alive.
A Alter Ego existe. E enquanto a Alter Ego existia, a Junko programou a AI dela.
And then someone uploaded me into this Neo World program.
Alguém enviou.
That's how Alter Ego Junko hopelessly appeared in front of you guys.
Caraca, a Junko morreu, mas o vírus é o Alter Ego Junko, que causou todo esse desespero no Danganronpa 2, esse enredo. Tudo culpa dela de novo. Isso é insano. Essa vadia insana é a Junko Enoshima. Ela é responsável por tudo. A destruição da Academia Pico de Esperança, a destruição do mundo. Aquela que assumiu o comando do programa do Novo Mundo e nos obrigou a matar uns aos outros. É tudo culpa dessa vadia. Mesmo assim, o que devo fazer? Mesmo sabendo que ela é Junko Enoshima.
Cautious and think stuff like, what can we do? I mean, we're all ultimate despair here. Each and every one of our classmates looked at us like we're a bunch of loogies on the side of the road. So, let's all be friends.
Que?
Hell no!
Nem fudendo, mano.
Yeah, they hate me. And I was thinking of you guys when I tampered with the graduation program. But they still hate me.
Tampered with the graduation program?
Remember what that fake Makoto said earlier? About what happens to you when you graduate, right?
Sim.
I feel like you guys weren't getting a big enough reward for graduating. So, I decided to modify what happens so it's something exciting and unique. Just like a game. Uploading your game memories into your real bodies is fine, but letting your friends stay dead just sucks.
Ela mudou tudo, meu Deus. As regras vai ser o seguinte, se a gente se graduar, acaba nossas memórias da escola mantém nossas memórias do jogo, da ilha, né? E nossos amigos retornam à vida.
That's why I decided to resurrect
Meu
them.
Deus, isso é muita apelação.
This is the new graduation program I'm offering.
Resurrect? Hey, are you serious? Can you really do that?
It was like real hard, you know? The graduation program is the core part of this game, so it was protected with a lot of encrypted codes. It took me a long time. I felt so much despair about how useless I am. Well, one advantage of being an AI is that I got smarter with computers. Before that, every time a computer froze, I used to put it in the microwave
Micro-ondas e
and mute it.
bombeá-la.
Show of hands, class. How long do you think it took for
Meu
me
Deus,
to
que lindo.
modify?
Who cares about that? Are you serious when you say that everyone who died will come back to life?
Did you forget? You gotta answer questions to progress the story. That's the rule of this game, right? By the way, I'll give you a clue. You guys were always watching time slip away at a certain place.
So you're not gonna tell us until we answer that?
Estamos completamente à mercê dela, mas não podemos progredir a menos que responder a ela, então não temos outra escolha mais responder. Quanto tempo levou para Junko Enoshima modificar o programa de graduação? Ela disse que estávamos vendo quanto tempo demorou. Caso seja esse lugar certo, é o Parque Jabberwock,
I see.
né? Aquela bomba lá no meio era para ela modificar o programa.
Down at Jabberwock Park. That's the only place we can think of. That's the only place we consistently watch that has anything to do with time.
Exato.
Then that countdown represented the time that was needed to modify the program.
Sim.
How brilliantly wrong! You're totally wrong about that tricky timer.
Como assim? Era a coisa mais lógica, velho.
How should I put this? I was just goofing around.
Caraca, ela é muito imprevisível.
Isn't stuff you don't understand exciting even though you don't get it? It's kind of like superhero cosplayers or someone else's designs of alien life and stuff, right? It was just for show? In the end, it was meaningless. Does that fill you with despair? Like getting booted from a game server? You know those murder mysteries where the culprit is really the detective who's investigating the murder? Well, I'm so over predictable crap like that. Just what did you expect at this stage of the game?
She's
Muito.
seriously
Muito.
Well, in a way, the countdown implied I was on a mission. Did you ever make up your own silly rules, like don't step off the white line when you cross the road? I was testing myself to see if I could get you guys into the graduation program before the timer reached 0.
Enough. Please stop.
Don't be so disappointed. It's totally true. I had a hard time manipulating the program. While you guys were at the beach making wrinkly dog faces, I was working so hard on my own, you know?
Hey, enough of this pointless crap. Are you seriously going to resurrect everyone who died?
Like I said, it's easy. It's just a game after all.
Meu Deus, cara. Apenas um jogo.
Yeah, each and everything that happened in this world was just an event within the game. There's no way anything that occurred in the game could affect the real world.
What you're saying now is completely different from what you said before.
Exato.
You said whether or not it's a lie. The moment you feel something is real, it becomes real.
The game where you throw my words back at me is over, so you don't really have to worry about it.
Fine. I won't worry about it. Hey, who fucking cares about logic? As long as everyone who died comes back to life, that's good enough.
Não, porque ela vai nos usar. A gente. Puta que pariu, Fiuk. A galera é meio lerda. E pra ti que tá assistindo esse vídeo ainda não entendeu a parada. Mano, se a gente despertar agora e ressuscitar todo mundo, o que vai acontecer? Onde é que a gente tá? A gente tá na Fundação do Futuro. A gente sofreu já a limpeza mental? Não totalmente. A gente vai voltar com as nossas memórias? Bem provável. A gente vai despertar como? Super colegiais do desespero. Ou seja, se a gente despertar super colegiais do desespero, a gente tem que morrer pra ser eliminado. Pra eliminar o desespero, a gente tem que morrer. Então primeiro a gente tem que sofrer a lavagem cerebral pra depois acordar, que era o plano da Fundação do Futuro. No entanto, se a Junko nos libertar agora, se a gente acordar e escolher graduar, a gente desperta no mundo real, mas a gente continua sendo os colegiais do desespero. E ela vem com essa estratégia, tipo, mano, vocês vão ressuscitar seus amigos. Só que, tipo assim, em vez de sairmos 4, 5, vai sair os 16. Os 16 colegiais do desespero voltarão à vida. Vamos ver o que vai desenrolar.
But if we do not understand the principles behind it, then we do not even know if it is really possible.
Anything goes in this world. You've seen that happen so many times already, right?
Well, if a high school girl can get huge, then it's not crazy if the dead can come back to life, right?
Faz sentido.
Saying that's how she tampered with a computer program. How are we supposed to respond to that?
That's right. That's why you should finish this game and go back to living a normal life in the real world.
Não tem vida normal no mundo. A gente já superou o colegial de desespero.
What do you get out of it? What benefit do you get by making us return to the real world? As long as we don't know what it is.
Man, so annoying. You're so petty. It's not like you're a happy All I want is to put on this graduation performance in a more dramatic way. Well, if you doubt me, you don't have to go back. Is that what you want? Not to go back?
Oh, hold on a sec. We're obviously going to get out of here. If it'll bring our dead friends back, it's all we can do.
É uma armadilha.
Of course! We've been working toward that goal for like forever!
Because we had that goal, we were able to endure those killings.
Plus everyone can go back together. So there's no reason to hesitate.
You are right.
Não,
There's
não,
no way
não.
we can choose to stay here after all we've been through.
É bait.
Just as expected from the winners of this killing school trip. Your will to live is truly ultimate. Wonderful. That's just more reason for you to execute your role as devices.
Dispositivos.
Okay, now let's stop stalling for time with exposition and hurry up and do it. Now then, why don't you guys just go ahead and answer with the touch panel that's in front of you? I'm gonna do it. I'm seriously gonna do it. If you don't hurry up, I'm seriously really gonna do it. You don't have to say, who are you talking to? It doesn't concern a chump like you, Hajime.
Chump? Don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be over once we press this.
So we just have to press graduate,
Não,
right?
cara, é
If we
trap.
do that, we can go home, right?
Eu posso voltar. Com isso posso finalmente voltar. Ele está certo. Com isso podemos finalmente voltar. Esse será o fim. E os nossos amigos que morreram serão salvos. Isso é muito além do que esperávamos. Então isso é seguro dizer que que esse é o bom final, certo? Não pressionar nada. Ei, o que você está fazendo? Isso é decidido por uma votação majoritária. Então não pense muito sobre isso e pressione logo graduar. Você não quer voltar pra casa? Eu não me importo se você quer ficar aqui, mas não nos arraste pra essa decisão. Eu posso voltar, tá. Isso tá certo. Não, então. Eu não vou voltar em graduar. Então é seguro dizer que esse é bom repetir. Não. Não. Ah, só me resta a opção de apertar em graduar. Puta que pariu. Ai, Makoto chegou!
This is Junko's trap!
O Makoto de verdade chegou!
What the heck? That guy from earlier is back again.
It's not a den. This time, it's the real one.
Real? I'm Makoto Naegi. Makoto Naegi of the Future Foundation.
Esse cara é o verdadeiro Makoto Naegi. Então, esse é o cara com quem falei.
I'm sorry I'm late. I actually wanted to come rescue you sooner, but thanks to the virus infecting the Neo World program, I wasn't able to enter.
Just when the chumps are in a pinch, he's suddenly able to enter for reasons unknown. And thus, the main character gallantly appears.
Did you also time my arrival? No, it doesn't matter. I'm going to save everyone. And then I'm going to settle this between us. once and for all.
Caraca! Ficou mal resolvido o Danganronpa 1, né?
How were you able to get here, Makoto?
Since I used my tricks to hack into the program, he must have hacked in with his tricks too, right? That's also how you kept your memories, right? Even though you haven't aged a day, just like these guys.
If I hadn't, then I wouldn't have been able to save everyone.
Don't you understand? It doesn't matter how you got here. As long as you're here, you'll be treated like one of my students. Which means you must respect my authority.
Caraca, a Jugo tá trabalhando com professora, mas o Makoto consegue quebrar
I
isso.
already know the risks of being here.
You always had such reckless hope. I loved you so much that you disgust me.
Just what do you mean by trap? What is Junko's trap? It doesn't matter. We can finally end this, you know? If we get out of here, It'll all resolve itself peacefully after all this.
Meu Deus.
I can't let you get in the way. The fact that you guys are even thinking like that is Junko's trap. Huh? She's lying to you about your dead friends coming back to life.
Hey, little old me.
Meu Deus,
Wait,
cara.
If you knew Junko's true goal, you'd know she's lying.
You know her goal?
Aham, desespero.
Junko's goal is to convert the Hope Restoration Program to the Despair Restoration Program.
Fazer o desespero voltar.
Despair Restoration Program?
A gente voltar a ser super colegial desespero.
Graduation program. Your avatar's memory and consciousness is uploaded into your real body. However, none of us expected that any of the avatars would get deleted. Junko has taken advantage of that opportunity. She intends to use her version of Alter Ego, the AI she stole my friend's skill to create, and upload herself into the bodies of everyone whose avatar was deleted.
Caraca, ela quer se carregar no corpo dos que morreram. Então, tipo, todos os outros, nós somos aqui 4? 4, 5? 4, 5, é. 4. Eu acho que é 4 ou 5. Enfim, tá? Cara, somos 5, tem mais 10. A Junko, ela quer se carregar nos outros 10. Então imagina 10 Junkos. Carai!
Then everyone who died isn't gonna come back to life.
They're gonna be taken over by Junko?
Exato.
What the fuck? Like the real world. Once an avatar is deleted from this virtual world, it can't be recovered. It's actually impossible to revive it.
That doesn't mean I was lying, you know? I just didn't make some things clear. And even if they're overwritten by my alter ego, it doesn't mean they'll be a completely different person. The data of everyone who died is stored within me, so I'm sure I can convincingly act out their personality.
Don't mess with me.
In fact, I have a lot of data on Fuyuhiko, so I know some things that'll make you happy. I can play a version of Peko that's more to your liking than she ever was.
I said, don't fucking mess with me!
Operation Junkify All Mankind begins here.
Inoshimizar toda a humanidade.
Uploading my alter ego into everyone who died, I'm gonna take over the Future Foundation's headquarters. And then, eventually, there's gonna be a whole lot of me's all over the world. With this, my despair utopia, where you can despair as you please, Junko
Enoshimalândia.
be complete. That's Operation Junkify All Mankind in a nutshell.
Meu Deus.
Oh, yeah.
That messed up plan is your goal?
Then why didn't you just kill all of us? If you did, you could have taken over all of our bodies. Wouldn't that have been more convenient for you?
Is
Inteligente.
that what you want me to do? Is it still too late to do that?
No. There's a reason Junko couldn't do that. That's why she made you guys kill each other.
O motivo dela não ser capaz de fazer isso foi porque havia algo que ela não fez. Caso seja isso, então a razão seria... As regras da viagem escolar. Tem regras do sistema que ela não conseguiu quebrar.
Got it. It's because of the school trip's rules.
Even a monster like her has to follow the rules of the school trip?
Junko usurped Usami's authority as an observer, and her role as
Exato.
the teacher.
However, according to the rules of the school trip, even Usami had to follow them. That's why when Junko took over her position, she had no choice but to follow the rules as well.
O professor principal não pode interferir diretamente com os alunos. Uma exceção.
So, the rules were protecting us?
Man, I was so annoyed. I have the authority to add rules, but no authority to delete rules.
Era só de adicionar uma regra que anulasse todas as regras anteriores. Isso é muito idiota, mas né?
Oh well, even if I could have deleted rules, I was still busy with my whole taking over your bodies plan.
So you made us kill each other. Because you couldn't kill us yourself.
Then, is that how you were able to increase the number of bodies?
Fazendo a
you could
gente se
take over?
matar.
Like I said, I personally didn't care about the outcome of the killings.
How dare you look down on us? Don't fuck with me. What about our lives?
Chump change.
I won't forgive you. I will never, ever fucking forgive you!
So that's your trap. You tried to make us choose graduate. So you can take over everyone's body with the graduation program.
How can you be so cruel?
Because Junko Enoshima is the true ultimate despair. She doesn't yearn for any kind of future at all. She fills every person she meets with despair.
That's my Makoto. You understand me so well. For me, despair is not a goal or a set of principles, or a lifestyle, or even an instinct. It's what defines me as Junko Enoshima. It's just my characterization. That's why I'm able to pursue despair with such purity.
So you're saying you only exist to fill people with despair?
For example, want to hear about a beautiful memory that even I, who gets bored easily, still remember fondly? Picture thousands of fools who are madly in love with me, dying one by one like insects doused with bug spray. And the best part is, they did it to themselves, you know?
Thousands of humans falling like dominoes. Oh, that memory is so beautiful. It made my brain melt.
Yeah, about that. Does that story have a happy ending?
Será que ela tá falando sobre eles agora? Os alunos do curso reserva, que se mataram por causa dela.
Are you talking about the reserve course's mass suicide?
Oh yeah, I totally forgot you're a survivor of the reserve course. By the way, I'm so sorry for your loss.
Mass suicide? What's she talking about?
An incident where 2,357 people from the reserve course all killed themselves. Junko probably made them do it.
2,357 people?
É.
That's an outrageous number.
You don't have to be that surprised. You all look like your parents, friends, and lovers all tied at once. That was so rude of me. There's no way you guys even have meaningful relationships like that anymore. I mean, you're all ultimate despair. You guys have already eaten your fill of despair.
I do not really know what you are trying to say.
Junko robs the futures of everyone she interacts with. You ultimate despairs are among her many victims.
If someone like me is born, that means the world is yearning for despair.
That's wrong. The world isn't yearning for despair. That's the reason we can't let you escape.
But if you do that, you guys won't be able to return to the real world, right?
Huh? If we choose graduate to get out of here, the graduation program will act.
Exato.
If that happens, Junko's alter ego will be uploaded into the bodies of the dead.
Does that mean we gotta stay here to keep her from getting out?
Isso.
What the heck? Why does it have to be like that?
It's such a cruel fate for you guys. But it's awfully convenient for the Future Foundation. They'll be able to keep all the ultimate despairs, including me, trapped in this game forever.
Wrong! That's not it!
Well, ultimate despair is hated worldwide, and their lives are no doubt targeted by the Future Foundation. Oh well, if you don't want to acknowledge that, I guess it just can't be helped. Can't be helped.
This is nothing to LOL about.
But it's so ironic. You came all the way here just to find out that graduating is the wrong choice. Even though you came all this way to win the game, even though you kept sacrificing your friends to win. The goal you guys squirmed to reach was wrong all along. Isn't that just so fucking tragic?
Stop it!
Então foi tudo um erro. Tudo isso foi realmente apenas um erro. Foi um erro pensar que iríamos voltar para casa vivos o tempo todo. E sobre os assassinatos e os julgamentos de classe. Isso era apenas um jogo de assassinato sem sentido no qual os super colegiais de desespero matavam uns aos outros. E isso é muito...
Don't give up yet! There is a way you guys can get out of here without letting Junko out.
Hã?
No, there's no way such a convenient... There is. Really? Well, that's the first I've heard of it.
É a primeira vez que ela já ouviu falar. Então, é uma forma que nem a Junko sabe, certo? A maneira de ser que a Junko não conhece ainda pode ser isso. Cadê? E-mail observadores 11037. Não é isso. Mas quanto mostrou pra mim, eu preciso me acalmar e pensar sobre. Tá, vamos lá, galera. A gente tem que pensar. Supercolegial, remanescente... Observadores, sequência de desligamento. É.
talking about the shutdown sequence?
Shutdown sequence? What is that?
It's a hidden command I set up in the Neo World program.
Hidden command?
Basically, I never believed the Neo World program was a perfect solution. There was always a possibility that Usami's hope might have made things even worse for you guys.
Caraca.
So I prepared a way to shut down the program in case of emergencies.
As I recall, you said it was a command that not even the teacher can stop. And that means even Junko can't stop it.
Dear me, I have an unfortunate announcement to make, class. You cannot activate the shutdown.
Mas o que?
You know about it?
More importantly, do you know why? Do you know why you can't activate the shutdown?
O motivo de não ser possível ativar a sequência sem autoridade. Não, o observador tem um papel. Eita, errei. Tá, não é. O motivo de não ser possível ativar a sequência... Não há pessoas o suficiente.
Because there's not enough people?
Pay attention, class. According to my information, in order to initiate the shutdown, out of 15 people, more than half of them must press
De
graduate
15 pessoas,
and repeat
pelo menos
at the
metade
same
delas deve
time.
pressionar graduar e repetir ao mesmo tempo. Putz! Então 7 e 7... 15 pessoas, pelo menos a metade delas. Deve pressionar... Tá, de 15 pessoas, a metade é 7. É 7,5, né? Mas vamos botar 7 pessoas. 7 pessoas ao mesmo tempo tem que apertar graduar e repetir ao mesmo tempo. No entanto, a gente só somos 4.
Am I correct?
However, out of 15
6,
people,
perdão.
including Makoto, there are only 6 people here.
Even if you want
5,
cheat,
né? Somos 5
I
mais uma
won't
conta.
let ya. The shutdown sequence won't activate unless it knows that different people initiated it.
So it's totally impossible.
You totally saw through that
Caraca,
supposedly
velho.
hidden command? No need to worry. Even I knew we couldn't activate the shutdown.
You still came here when you knew we had no chance of winning?
Né?
It's not that we have no chance of winning. The only reason I'm here is because there is a chance.
Then try explaining it to us. What is this chance of winning of which you speak?
I believe
What? I can't hear you. You gotta speak up since you're so puny.
I believe in them. I believe they will definitely come.
Neles?
That's not something you need to take
Aqui,
your
ó,
time
que
saying.
brotou, véi!
Believe.
Try putting yourself in a
Byakuya!
Drag us into situations like this.
Chiyoko! Byakuya! I knew you guys would come.
Kyoko,
Better
Byakuya.
off leaving behind someone who jumps to conclusions without listening to our warnings.
I'm sorry.
Even though it took some time for 2 people to enter the program simultaneously, it appears we made it.
Eles entraram no programa também, véi! Caralho, que foda, velho!
Hey, what's going on? Why are there more people again?
How exciting! I haven't seen these faces in ages. It's like opening your high school yearbook 10 years later.
I must say, now that I'm seeing her up close,
Você cresceu muito.
bigger.
What? What kind of man isn't excited by big women? Once you gain some more experience, you'll understand. There's a lot of kinky things you
Meu
can do
Deus.
with big girls.
Shut up.
Byakuya, you're alive!
Você tá tão magro agora.
Hey now. I feel so bad for you.
Aquele era um impostor.
You shut up too.
Carai, toma! Toma na boca!
Are you two also from the Future Foundation?
No, it's probably not just that.
Vocês seis se juntaram à Fundação do Futuro porque concordam com os nossos ideais, certo? A Fundação do Futuro resgatou vocês da tragédia que vocês sobreviveram e cooperou com a recuperação de suas memórias. Tragédia. Se a vida escolar mortal está se referindo a
You
isso...
guys are the survivors of the killing school. I
Isso.
previously defeated Junko.
O que eu pensei tava certo.
Yeah, that's right. There's 3 of them here now?
The former heroes plunging themselves into the game world, ignoring all danger. Jeez, stupids! Making such a suicidal move. Did you really want to see me that badly?
It can't be helped.
In order to stop you, that suicidal move was our only choice.
So how about it? There are 8 people now. We have enough to activate the shutdown sequence.
Why are you crying?
You guys showed up looking all cool and stuff, and now all the ultimate despairs. They'll be treated like even bigger chumps.
Chump, you said it again!
Just ignore her. As long as we activate the shutdown sequence, it'll be the end of her in this messed up world.
Esse mundo confuso.
Can I ask you something? If we do shut down the program, what'll happen to us?
No need to worry. We won't let you get hurt.
It's not just that. We want a more
É, eu
detailed
tô achando que a gente vai morrer.
If you shut down the Neo World program, everything within the program will be deleted. It will obviously delete Alter Ego Junko, along with your avatars here.
Então a gente vai morrer também.
So you're saying we're going to be deleted too?
It doesn't mean you'll be deleted. The program will just finish without completing the graduation program.
What does that mean for us?
Your avatars will not upload, so you will revert to your original state before you enter the program.
A gente vai voltar a ser desespero.
Is there a reason to tell them all that?
They have to know everything, or else they won't agree to do it.
Hold on a second. If we go back to our original selves before we enter the program,
Se nós vamos reverter de volta, de entrar, seremos revertidos para colegiais de desespero. É isso. Carai, que posição.
does that mean we'll go back to being ultimate despair?
That's right. Back to being hopelessly controlled by me. When you used to feel despair upon despair. No!
Are you fucking serious? Can't you do anything about it?
I understand your concern, but this is the only way to stop Junko.
It might be a painful decision, but I know you guys will be able to overcome it. That's why, in order to defeat despair, I want you guys to fight alongside
Ele
me.
tá dizendo morram pra gente ganhar do desespero. A gente vai ter que se
We
matar.
still have to fight? I thought we finally reached the end.
Don't worry. Once you get out, we will do our best to support you.
But I thought the Future Foundation wanted to kill every last ultimate despair.
É, isso é verdade, né? Por essa razão, os remanescentes do desespero devem ser imediatamente eliminados.
Say support. Do you mean I'll make sure you don't suffer when I kill you, or?
Of course not. We would never allow that to happen.
It's gonna be all right. Your real bodies have just been brainwashed. That's why I'm pretty sure you'll quickly revert back to the state you're in right now.
Will you stop saying cheesy stuff like brainwashed? Washing your brain is like really bad.
But still, even if our brainwashing is undone, the memories we've made up till now will be erased, right?
Does that mean we'll completely forget everything we did on this island? I don't want that.
It doesn't matter what you want. That's the reality. Every meaningless thing that happened here will vanish from your minds.
Sem sentido. Desaparecer. Isso inclui ela também. Se perdermos as nossas memórias deste mundo, também vamos esquecer que ela já existiu, certo? Se isso acontecer, isso realmente significa que ela, uma existência confinada deste mundo, realmente vai desaparecer? Ela arriscou sua vida para nos proteger e não lembraremos que ela existiu.
Memory's not all that'll go back to normal. If you've lost a limb, like Nagito, it'll still be gone. Please stop!
Going back to reality in that condition. That's
Né?
like a bad joke.
You're not joking. That is your past. Nobody can escape their past.
Caraca, velho.
We don't know anything about that past. Hey, why did we become ultimate despair in the first place?
I asked the same thing in the real world, but nobody would give me an answer.
It seems my teachings were quite thorough. However, if you
Bah,
ask
vão me
me,
culpar por causa daquela ideia que eu falei mais
People
cedo.
who cling to stuff like hope, talent, or admiration are truly the weakest.
Huh?
Guys who desperately want to reach the top. They don't think about what'll happen when they're pushed off. They're probably too concerned with having a really nice view while they condescend to others. Shoving off guys like that is so easy. I happen to know 17,082 ways to do that. The point is, the moment you cling to talent and hope, despair has already set in.
That's not even an explanation.
Then, what if you think about it like this? It turns out that you guys being ultimate despair was just part of the game world. And in truth, those guys from the Future Foundation might be part of the game world too. Or simply side characters of the game world whose role is to offer hopeless hope to you guys. Well, after saying all that, I don't even know what's real and what's
Eu tô
a game
bugado.
anymore.
Are you kidding around?
Enough. My patience is wearing thin. Let's hurry and start the shutdown sequence already.
Before you do that, we gotta do some reviewing.
Meu Deus, cara. Desligamento forçado. Quando
When
vocês...
you guys
Ai,
activate the shutdown, you'll revert back to when you were known as Ultimate Despair, and your dead friends will never be revived, and the embodiment of despair, aka me, will be erased, thereby preserving hope in the real world.
tá.
Now then, will
A
the
gente
hope
renasce
of the
super
Future Foundation
desespero.
win, or will my despair win?
Alright! Things are starting to heat up!
This isn't a game, you know.
Au contraire, this is a game. The game of hope and despair that started with your killing school life. And that explains why these chumps who weren't around last time have been reduced to mere side characters.
You called us chumps again!
Because it's true! Most importantly, the killing school trip wasn't just for your sake.
Mas o quê?
There was a more important goal there. The goal of luring a specific group of people. Ah, since now's a great time, why don't we make that the question?
Question?
As long as we're in the game world, the rules say I gotta ask questions every now and then. So, question. Who did I lure and how did I do it? The hint is, I get bored easily, so the same outcome as the killing school life would be a pain in the ass.
Fiquei entediada facilmente se os assassinatos da vida escolar mortal fossem os mesmos e seriam pé no saco.
Okie dokie, let's all think about it together.
O mesmo resultado da vida escolar mortal. Eu só tenho que lembrar o que aconteceu lá. As pessoas que a Junko atraiu, o método... Eu deveria tentar ligar esses pontos, deve haver uma resposta lá. Imersão lógica, bora. Era a mesma forma, lembra? O suicídio, morte dupla, era a mesma coisa da vida escolar mortal. A viagem escolar mortal. Vamos tentar resolver esse BO, gente. Meu Deus, cara, é muita informação, tá ligado? Eu tô me sentindo muito como... Eu não tô me sentindo protagonista nesse jogo. Mas beleza. A gente tá jogando com figurantes. Isso é muito random. Mas bora lá. Vamos pra nossa imersão lógica, ver o que vai ser agora. Ok. Vamos pra cá. Aí, ó. Tô mandando o Tony Hawk aqui. Beleza. Cadê a primeira pergunta, velho? Ah, porra. Agora vem. Primeira pergunta. Quem a Junko no Shima queria atrair? Super Colegial Sortudo. Super Colegial Sortudo? Eu acho que é. Acho que é o Nagito. Não! Meu Deus, cagamos no patê. Cagamos no patê. A Fundação do Futuro. Tá. Pera, ela queria atrair a Fundação do Futuro no final de tudo. Pra concretizar o plano dela, né? De usar a Fundação do Futuro como uma ferramenta. Esperta. Bem, muito esperta. Carai, velho, eu tô muito abismado. Beleza. Vamos pra segunda pergunta logo, mano. Caralho, velho, isso é muito bizarro, mas... Tá tudo indo bem. Tá, porra, eu pulei, eu cliquei pra pular, meu. Ah, bora lá. Pulamos pro lado. Bora. Segunda pergunta. Qual foi a isca usada para atrair a Fundação do Futuro? Um glitch. Foi um glitch? Não! Cara, eu tô muito burro. Os assassinatos. Ah, é, os assassinatos atraíram, né? Realmente. Esses assassinatos atraíram a Fundação do Futuro. Tá. Vamos ver como a gente vai resolver esse BO, mano. Beleza. Ô, caralho. Tá, porra. Ai, véi. Meu cérebro. O cérebro tá derretendo aqui. Tá, cadê a terceira e última pergunta? Vem, não acaba mais o joguinho. Beleza. Terceira questão. O que a Junko usou pra forçá-los a assistir os assassinatos? As câmeras de vigilância. Câmeras, não! Meu Deus. Câmeras. É câmeras. Câmaras de vigilância. Câmeras de vigilância. Meu Deus, é um erro de sintaxe aqui, velho. Beleza. Ótimo, completamos. Até que enfim, tava na hora, já tava demorando, né, velho? Beleza, meu Deus, demorado isso aqui, hein? Quem a Junko Enoshima queria atrair? A Fundação do Futuro. Qual foi a isca usada? Os assassinatos. O que a Junko usou pra forçá-los a assistir? As câmeras. Beleza, era isso que a gente precisava mesmo. Tá porra, velho.
Got it. You used the surveillance cameras. You were trying to lure the Future Foundation by showing them the footage you were recording, weren't you?
Surveillance cameras? That's what they were being used for?
In the previous Killing School life, the surveillance camera footage was broadcast outside of the school.
Exato.
You used the cameras that were placed throughout the entire island for the same purpose.
Ding, ding, ding! I was broadcasting the Killing School trip live to every member of the Future Foundation.
Carai, velho.
The footage you recorded with the surveillance cameras was shown to the Future Foundation? What shall I do? I did a lot of disgraceful things in front of those cameras.
You sure did.
Never be queen now. Please forget what you saw.
So you
Meu
guys were
Deus.
watching us? Then why didn't you come rescue us earlier? We tried to hack in many times, but the virus within the program blocked us at every turn.
Not only that, the Neo World program stopped accepting shutdown commands from the outside. As a last resort, we considered cutting power to the program, but
We didn't know what would happen to the subjects if we cut the power while the program was still running. There's no way we'd jeopardize your safety by taking such a gamble.
Even so, we kept trying over and over again, until it was finally possible for us to enter the program just a short time ago.
And you came all the way here when you knew it was a trap. I get it. You couldn't just leave them alone. If you saw people dying one by one with your own eyes by the same killing game you guys played, hope dictates that you act all high and mighty and say, "Oh, I'm definitely gonna stop it this time, right?"
Hey,
Caraca, mano.
don't tell me that's the reason you made us go through all this.
Of course we made you do it for that reason. We orchestrated this game instead of killing you outright, solely to show it off to the Future Foundation.
A gente virou ferramenta, a gente virou
We were
peça.
forced to solve puzzles and riddles just so you could show it off to the Future Foundation?
That's why you guys are chumps. You're just the bait I used to catch a big fish called the Future Foundation. But it's
Caraca,
not my
mano.
fault, you know. This game is a fight between the Future Foundation and me. You guys were just instigators in the background. But you guys already knew that when you chose to play this game, right?
Just 1 second, please. That sounds
As though we wanted to come to this world of our own free will.
But that's precisely the truth.
You
Que?
guys chose to be instigators, and you were willingly taken into the Neo World program to provide the opportunity I needed to push this battle between hope and despair into overtime.
A gente se candidatou.
That's right. The reason the Ultimate Despairs began killing each other was set up by the group itself.
That's just your imagination.
Naive Makoto totally fell for the trap. Oh, and now your face is filled with a lovely shade of despair.
Oh, that despair is fucking obvious. You're here to rescue the assholes who set this up in the first place.
Meu Deus,
Don't
cara.
go blaming us for this.
Thank you. It's all thanks to you guys. This time around, I might be able to fill these guys with despair.
We do not feel despair. Even if this was all a trap, we will never regret coming here.
and this is the only thing we could do to stop you. But, nevertheless, it's all over. We will shut you down and end all of this.
You're pretty fucking desperate! Oh, that's pretty fucking obvious. If you don't initiate the shutdown, those Future Foundation fuckwits are gonna be trapped here forever.
Trapped?
Caraca, eles ficariam presos dentro do software também.
Didn't I already explain it? You know, the graduation exam rule?
Existem duas opções, graduar e repetir, certo? Você apenas tem que escolher um deles e pressionar. Todos vocês votarão, e o que tiver a maioria dos votos será considerado sua decisão final.
But that's not
Mas isso
all,
não é tudo,
right?
certo? Para
In
passar no
order
exame de
to pass the
graduação havia mais um
graduation
requisito.
exam, there was one more requirement.
O outro requisito para passar no exame de graduação é... decisão final do professor. Pois é.
As I recall, we also need the teacher's
Yeah.
final decision.
Para participar do programa de graduação, você precisa da minha permissão como professor, não é? O quê? Isso significa que você não terminará com apenas uma votação? Após a votação, eu vou julgar cada um de vocês para ver se está tudo bem se você se formar ou não. Então, mesmo se votarmos, você está dizendo que não vamos se formar a menos que você reconheça.
Obviously, there's no way I'd let the members of the Future Foundation graduate. So if you can't activate the shutdown, the Foundation will enter the endless life of repeating the grade.
Carai!
That's only if the shutdown sequence doesn't activate, right?
Então a vida da galera da Fundação do Futuro também tá nas nossas mãos agora. Carai!
But that's impossible. Everyone here understands how dangerous it is to release you into the real world.
We know that. All too well. I mean, she's been bad-mouthing us this whole time.
Looks like we shouldn't have talked so much. Out of the mouth comes evil, so they say.
Kyoko sempre foda, maravilhosa, linda, perfeita.
It's true that we fell for this trap, and that we run the risk of not being able to go back. But what's wrong with that? Thinking we back down because of something like that is a huge mistake.
That's my line. Thinking your little shutdown plan will succeed is a huge mistake.
Huh?
You're totally overestimating those chumps over there. There's no way they'll start the shutdown sequence.
Why not?
Como assim?
Look up on their faces.
They look like piglets who were forced to watch their mom roasting on a spit. There's no fucking way they'll initiate the shutdown just to go back to being ultimate despair.
That is... well...
É, a galera não vai querer voltar a ser super colegial desespero, né? É uma... que a Junko falou faz sentido. O negócio é convencer eles.
Junko, I don't care what you say. I've decided to believe in everyone. It's true that they walked the wrong path before, but that's all in the past now. What I believe in is not their past, but their futures.
I was totally waiting for a protagonist line like that when I crush you with this bear.
No matter what you do to me, I will never fall into despair.
Ah, wrong. I'm not the one who's gonna make you fall into despair. That's the Mastermind's job, and they'll be appearing very soon.
O quê?
Mastermind?
Mastermind.
De novo o Mastermind.
That can't be. It's just a bluff.
You should never make the last character who appears in a detective story turn out to be the
Você nunca deve
Mastermind.
fazer o último personagem que aparece na história de detetive revelar as coisas do jogo.
I always fall into that pattern, so I was kind of worried about that.
Enough already. What are you talking about?
Oh well, let's bring him out with lots of energy. It's Mr. Izuru Kamakura!
Izuru Kamakura?
Esse nome eu já ouvi antes, essa pessoa foi chamada de Super Colegial Esperança. Mas muitas coisas não terminaram aí. É isso mesmo, eu vi uma pessoa chamada Izuru Kamakura em outro lugar. Se me lembro bem, essa pessoa... o fundador da academia. Carai!
Izuru Kamakura. Isn't that the name of the founder of Hope's Peak Academy? It was written on the placard beneath the portrait of the Academy's founder. That name. It was definitely
Como
Izuru
assim?
Kamakura, right?
However, based on the information I know, the man known as Izuru Kamakura...
If I recall, he's a super genius who acquired many talents. He was even called the Ultimate Pope, right?
Does the founder have the same name as that Ultimate Hope guy?
Is that kind of coincidence even possible?
The Future Foundation might know something, right?
How about it, Kyoko?
Even within Hope's Peak Academy, there's very little information about a person called Izuru Kamukura. It's a mystery if such a person ever really
Ah, não.
exists.
Vai começar.
And not just that. The matter was closed without ever being settled because of that incident.
If you do not know, then please allow me. Providing hopelessly skilled explanations is a quirk of mine. The reason Izuru's existence continues to be such a mystery is because the Academy hid it.
Why did the Academy hide his existence?
If I recall, they were trying to protect their superior
Esperança da
talent.
humanidade.
They even called
É.
it mankind's hope, correct?
However, that prodigious student ended up killing 13 student council members at Hope's Peak Academy. Izuru is the killer responsible for Hope's Peak Academy's biggest, most awful event.
Carai, velho.
And you're the one who set it up, right?
Information about Izuru completely vanished after that incident.
As informações sobre o Izuru desapareceram. O Izuru fez tudo isso. E aí ele contou pra Junko e a Junko organizou toda essa merda no mundo.
We thought Junko and Ashima killed them? Don't say such cruel things. Izuru Kamakura is very much alive. Isn't that right, Hajime?
Hã?
What?
Que...
I am... What?
Like I said, you're Izuru Kamakura.
Oi?
Alrighty. If you don't understand, I'll explain it to you till you do understand.
You're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura.
Hold on! Seriously, what are you talking about?
Liar! There's no way. There's no way Hajime is Izuru Kamukura! Izuru is that ultimate hope, right? But Hajime is...
That's right. Hajime is one of those reserve course dropouts and has no talent whatsoever. But the fact that he's really Izuru Kamakura makes all this much more hopeless.
Eu sou Izuru Kamukura. Não, isso não faz sentido. A tragédia, remanescentes, fundador. Vamos pegar o departamento reserva.
Good news, Hajime! Even though you were mocked for being a reserve course student, he had a talent all along. Ultimate hope.
Não.
Someone from the reserve course have such an amazing talent like that.
In order to hide Izuru's identity... Was he hidden in the reserve course?
Eu tava escondido no curso reserva.
Hajime's name is fake?
There's no doubt I'm Hajime Hinata. I've always had that name ever since I was born.
Then Izuru is your fake name?
Hey, you weren't lying to us, right?
Não.
I do not want any more last-minute plot twists.
Could it be created hope?
Não é que é uma esperança criada. Ai, balinha errada. Cara, pera aí.
Good news, Hajime! Even
Vamos ver qual vai ser o argumento final, mano. Isso é muito... Carai, velho.
Was he hidden in... Then Hajime's... There's no doubt I've always had that name. Then Izuru
Calma
is
aí,
your
não,
fake.
não, tem
Or
coisa
I do
errada aí,
not
velho.
want any-
Could it be created hope? It might be Izuru.
Não. Eu sou o Super Colegial Esperança. Então o atual eu e Izuru Kamakura são... O que a Academia Peak Esperança fez comigo?
Good news, Hajime!
Fundador da academia.
Even though you were mocked for being a reserve course student, he had a talent all along.
How can someone from the reserve course have such an amazing talent like that?
Tá.
In order to hide Izuru's identity...
A fim de esconder... Não. Talvez um incidente. A academia estava escondendo Izuru. Carai, véi.
Good news, Hajime!
A tragédia.
Even though you were mocked for... He had a talent all...
How can someone from the reserve course have such an amazing talent
Tá.
like that?
In order to hide Izuru's identity...
Não era tragédia. É alguma coisa. Não é isso. Talvez seja na fala do Nagito.
Good news,
Meu Deus, cara, eu tô muito surpreendido agora.
Of such an amazing. In order to hide Izuru's identity, was he hidden in the reserve course?
And Hajime's name is fake?
There's no doubt I'm Hajime Hinata. I've always had that name ever since I...
Then Izuru is your fake name?
Hey, you weren't lying to us, right?
I did
No.
not want any more last-minute...
Carai, velho. Hajime, você tem algo em mente, certo? Eu fiz isso. Meu Deus, mano.
Good news, Hajime!
Incidente na academia.
Even though you were mocked for being a reserve course student, he had a talent all...
How can someone from such an amazing talent like that, in order to hide Izuru's identity, was he hidden in the...
Then Hajime's name is fake?
There's no doubt I'm Hajime. I've always had
Né?
that name ever since...
Then Izuru is your fake...
Hey,
You weren't... I did not want any...
could it be created hope?
Não! Hajime, você tem algo em mente. Cara, e se eu capturar?
Good news, Hajime!
Vou tentar capturar a fala do Makoto.
Of such an amazing. In order to hide Izuru, was he hidden in the...
Then Hajime's name is...
There's no doubt I'm Hajime. I've always had that name ever since I was born.
Then Izuru is your fake name?
Hey, you weren't lying to us, right?
I did not want any more
Tá.
last-minute...
Could it be created hope? It might be Izuru.
Ah! Carai, velho. Não, não, não. Tem coisa aí, tem coisa aí. Eu sou super colegial Esperança. Não, não, mas... Se eu sou super colegial... Eu não posso ser o super colegial Esperança.
Even though you were mocked, he had a talent all...
How can someone...
Sinto que esse é o nome do...
In order to hide... Was he hidden in the...
Then Hajime's name is fake.
There's no doubt I'm Hajime. I've always had that name ever since...
Then Izuru is your fake...
Hey, you weren't lying to us, right?
I do not want any more last-minute plot...
Could it be created hope? It might be Izuru.
Cara! Mano, não, 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 não. Tem coisa aí. Por muitos anos, a Academia Bíblica da Esperança tentou criar a verdadeira esperança, consolidando os resultados de todas essas pesquisas. Deve ser essa porcaria aqui, carai. Calma aí, calma aí.
Good news, Hajime!
Plano de cultivo da esperança. Deve ser isso.
Even though you were mocked for being...
Vamos concordar com o Makoto.
Someone from of such an amazing. In order to hide Izuru's
Esconder a
identity,
identidade.
was he hidden in the...
Then Hajime's name is fake.
There's no
Calma,
doubt
não,
I'm
não, não.
Hajime.
Tem
I've always
parada
had
aí,
that
tem
name
parada
ever
aí.
since I was born.
Then Izuru is your fake name?
Hey, you weren't lying to us, right?
I do not want any more last...
Tá.
Created hope?
Foi! Meu Deus, foi. Caraca, uma esperança criada.
Created hope. Are you talking about the Hope Cultivation Plan?
Hope Cultivation Plan. What is that?
A while back, I saw a file kept by the Future Foundation. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy was researching a breakthrough plan to cultivate personal talent.
It's true, it was a breakthrough plan. After all, it was a plan to create the perfect genius.
Create? For the longest time, the Hope Cultivation Plan was the earnest wish of Hope's Peak Academy. In fact, that's why the Academy was established. Part of that plan was researching the talents of Ultimates. Because the plan was so important, they adopted the name of the Academy's founder and called it
Projeto
the
Izuru
Kamakura
Kamakura.
Prize.
Izuru Kamakura.
Just a little while ago, they were finally able to reach the experimental stage of that plan. From there, they set their sights on the reserve course dropouts to use them as lab rats.
Why did they use the reserve course as lab rats?
A plan to create talent artificially requires test subjects that are wholly lacking in talent.
Eu.
From that group of reserve course students, the one who was finally chosen was Hajime, who stands before you now.
Why me?
Because you admired Hope's Peak Academy more than anybody else. You still don't get it? You were used by the Academy. They exploited your feelings of admiration toward hope and talent just to use you as a lab rat.
Caraca.
See? Didn't I tell you? The moment you cling to talent and hope, despair has already set in.
Lies. That's definitely a lie.
After many surprises, Hajime Hinata was transformed into Izuru 1.0!
Did you say transformed?
What did they do to him?
Unless you're willing to go to extremes, it's impossible to change a normal person into a perfect genius. So naturally, they went to extremes. By directly interfering with his brain, Hope's Peak Academy transformed Hajime Hinata into a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself, known as Izuru Kamakura. Eventually, Izuru became an ultimate despair, thanks to me. But all I did to Izuru was simply break his spirit. That's nothing compared to what Hope's Peak Academy did to him. Not even close. Seriously, it's scary how determined the researchers were to mess with the human brain that much. Doing such inhumane acts that nobody else is capable of with such a calm mind and a steady hand. I admire it so much, it makes my mind numb.
Carai, véi.
By the way, you're just a simple avatar right now. So even if you touch your head, you won't feel the scar.
Carai.
Did they really do something like that? But if you think about it, if Hajime gets out of here, he's gonna be a super genius, right?
Like I said, he's not Hajime. He's a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself.
Different person? How is he different?
All of his senses, emotions, thoughts, and hobbies that interfere with acquiring talent have been excised. All of his memories of the past have been forcefully suppressed into the darkest recesses of his mind.
Emotions, thoughts, hobbies.
He doesn't even have a memory?
Eu vou ser uma pessoa zerada, do zero, como se tivesse nascido.
He is a completely different person.
So that's why it's so surprising that Hajime even exists here at all, even if he's just an avatar. The Neo World program must have dug up those memories and rebuilt his old personality from data from the past.
I cannot help but feel impressed that the Neo World program was able to accomplish such a feat.
But as for Hajime, he probably would have been better off if he stayed erased.
Then, when Hajime returns to his original state after the shutdown,
He'll disappear.
Caraca.
Disappear?
All that will remain is Izuru Kamakura, an entirely different personality created by Hope's Peak Academy. He will no longer be Hajime Hinata.
Desaparecer. Eu vou desaparecer. Desaparecer, desaparecer, desaparecer. Desaparecer, desaparecer. Desaparecer, desaparecer. Meu Deus. Mas não importa o que aconteça, não é problema meu. Esse era o Izuru. Não vou poder participar do que está por vir. Sério? Eu realmente não entendo, mas... eu acho que nós temos que nos separar por um tempo. Isso é decepcionante. Parecia que nos dávamos muito bem. Ei, posso te ver novamente? Não há razão para nos encontrarmos novamente. O Nagi tá falando comigo. Afinal, você é chato. Seu talento, seus pensamentos, toda a sua existência é chata pra mim. Acho que não posso fazer nada sobre isso, certo? Era eu o tempo todo ali.
Is that me? No. That's not me!
That's what you are. That's who Izuru Kamakura is. You're the one who brought me into this world. You're Izuru Kamakura, the mastermind behind all of this.
Could it be? The one who uploaded you into the Neo World program
Fui eu, não foi o Nagito.
It's not me!
Just so you know, as long as your brain has been messed with, you can't undo it no matter how hard you try. Have no way to be saved, you say? But you already know what you must do.
Eu sei? Eu sei, já sei como posso ser salvo. Tornar-se ocupado? Não! Escolher repetir. Eita! Ai, caraca, o tempo acabou. Desde que seja um mundo de jogo... Eita, calma, não, 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 não. Ah, eu errei. Seus erros atuais. Não, 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 não. Claro que eu quero tentar novamente. Carai, velho. Eu tô muito surpreso. Eu sou o Mastermind. Tá. Tá, eu vou pular toda essa parte aqui. Cara, escolher graduar. Entendi, eu só preciso escolher graduar.
In that case, the Hajime avatar will be uploaded into his real body. So, Hajime will be safely reborn. Truly a royal road to a hopeless happy ending.
Hold on. You can't do that.
If you do that, everyone who died will be taken over by Junko's alter ego.
Like, if you guys don't start the shutdown, the Future Foundation will be trapped here. I can't allow the Future Foundation to sacrifice themselves for the ultimate despairs.
Jeez, you should have said so before.
Meu Deus, cara.
What we're saying is,
We have to protect the world from despair, you say? Okay, that's getting so old. Do you really have to sacrifice yourselves just to protect the world in the first place? What if the world's hope is different from your hope? Even if the world is happy, it's meaningless if you aren't happy.
That's...
Plus, the Future Foundation wants to kill all the ultimate despair.
Caraca, filha da mãe,
Once you go back to
mano.
being ultimate despair, the Future Foundation's punishment time will activate. It would be absolutely dreadful if that were to happen.
not just dreadful.
It's rather fucking hopeless, don't you think? And can you guys even endure that? Everything that happened here will just end up being a meaningless game. Everything you felt, awe, friendship, love, there won't even be save data left of it. The girl you love and the guy you hate grow weaker and skinnier each day they lay immobilized. And in Hajime's case, his very existence is going to disappear. All because of the academy he loves so much. Will you be able to endure such despair? Who are you going to endure it for? For people you've never met before? For people who don't even appreciate you? Does that sound like hope to you?
Caraca, velho.
Can't believe her! That's how she works!
that's what she does. So she can lure you all toward despair.
There is no reason to listen to her. Hurry up and start the shutdown.
Oh, hold on.
What is it? Why are we still waiting? Do you still not understand what's going to happen to the real world if Junko escapes?
No, I was just...
How many victims do you think the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history has claimed?
Right now, it's finally started to calm down. If Junko Enoshima makes it to the real world, countless victims will fill the streets. The world will regress to an era of bloodshed, chaos, and worldwide rioting.
So that's why you're telling them to start the shutdown sequence? To prevent that? You're telling them to turn back into ultimate despair and lose all the
Meu
memories
Deus,
of
isso é um
what once
dilema.
was. Even among them, there are those who will simply cease to exist. And you're telling them to
Caraca,
just
é um
deal with
dilema.
it?
A gente pode ficar preso e viver mantendo tudo. Ou a gente pode voltar sendo super colegiais e Meu Deus, cara, que filha da mãe. Ela é pior que o Nagito.
At this point, this is the only way.
No. There is another way. As long as they choose to graduate, they can pass along their avatar's memories, and everyone here will be able to hold hands and keep on living. Well, everyone who died will be taken over by me, but don't you think that's a better fate than being a vegetable for the rest of their life?
Mano do céu.
Guys, you can't buy into this. Think carefully about which is true hope.
And which is true despair?
Caraca.
What shall we do?
You're asking us? You're telling us to decide?
Damn it! Why'd it turn out like this?
If everyone can overcome despair, you guys should be able to grasp true hope.
If our memories up until now disappear, I will not even remember the reason everybody died.
Are you really going to let her take over your friends' bodies?
You might think I'm a fool, but... I want to see Peko one more time. If we turn back into ultimate despair, the Future Foundation might kill us, right?
We won't let them do that.
This is all the Future Foundation's fault. They're the ones who stuck us in this messed up world!
For your protection.
If Junko escapes to the real world, there will be countless victims again. I know, but...
Everyone's hope is in conflict. Such despair!
Não consigo atirar! Graduar ou desligar. O mundo ou eu. Esperança ou desespero. Eles estão dizendo para escolher. Para escolher entre isso. Por quê? Por que nós temos que escolher? Eita, quebrou. Chama o técnico que deu pau no sistema aqui.
I can't do it.
Huh? Can't do it?
I can't choose. You guys are telling us the world's going to be destroyed unless we sacrifice ourselves. And that, I can't decide. I can't choose either one.
Hajime!
Shut up! Leave me alone!
Caralho.
This is just too much. Why do I have to be a part of this? I mean, I'm different from the rest of you. And I don't even have a talent. But even so, I got dragged into this. And now, my existence is going to disappear? I don't understand it at all.
Both choices are hopeless.
How much of ourselves do we have to sacrifice?
This burden. Don't you dare make us shoulder it.
There's no way we can handle this on our own.
Everyone, get a hold of yourselves.
It's impossible! For someone like me, it's impossible. I can't choose the future! Hope, despair, do whatever you want. It's not my problem!
That's...
And there's no answer. So you've chosen to make no choice at all. Jeez. Once again, this went exactly as I expected. I get so hopelessly bored when everything goes according to plan. Oh well, since I have everyone's data, I kind of figured things would play out like this. That is, unless something else hopelessly unpredictable happens. Well, I can say that. But the chance of something convenient happening is hopeless. After all, this is a game. A world where everything progresses with predetermined harmony. Fine, I guess it's okay. You don't have to force yourself to make a choice. A futureless future. I think it's fine if that exists too. As long as you don't yearn for hope, you'll never fall victim to despair. That goes for me too. As long as I don't yearn for despair, I'll never need to hope for it. So, let's all free ourselves from this curse and stay here as the best of friends. Let's immerse ourselves in this tropical island life forever and ever. Forever and ever. And ever 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 and ever.
All right! A game reset!
And with this, the world will continue to loop.
An eternal game utopia sounds like fun.
All right! A game reset!
And with this, the world will continue to loop.
An eternal game utopia sounds like fun.
I guess it's fine to stay like this for a while.
Young master, that is a wise call.
Yay! You didn't have to forget us!
Yes, there's no way I would forget.
And with this, Junko's gone.
All right, let's party! I'm gonna showcase my full. Just leave the BGM tip.
Hey, can I take a picture to commemorate this?
Want to be awed by the sight of my prowess? I've prepared you a training regiment.
If you get hurt, let me know.
Should I begin with a brief introduction of my... After all this time?
Que isso? Não há necessidade de pensar sobre isso. Eu queria esse final.
All right! A game reset!
And with this, the world will continue to loop.
An eternal game utopia sounds like fun.
I guess it's fine to stay like this for a while.
Young master, that is a wise call.
Que ótima ideia.
Hey, you didn't have to forget us!
Yes, there's no way I would forget.
And with this, Junko's gone.
All right, let's. I'm gonna showcase my.
Just leave the beach. Hey, can I take...
Want to be awed by the... I've prepared you a...
Should I begin with a?
That's not it. You guys aren't part of the game, right?
Véi. Que eu faço, mano? Carai, véi. Eu acho que é a parte do jogo ali. Talvez a gente tenha que capturar, já que a gente não tem bala.
I guess it's fine to stay.
Young master.
Parte do jogo.
And with this, Junko.
All right, I'm gonna showcase my.
Just leave the beach. Hey,
Mano, o que tá acontecendo, velho?
I've prepared you a...
Não é isso que a gente pode
Begin
querer.
with a-
That's not it. You guys aren't part of the game, right?
Para, mano, tem alguma coisa.
all right. A game re...
And with this, the world will continue to look.
An eternal game.
Utopia sounds like.
This world.
Eu criarei um futuro.
Who are you?
I'm just a part of the game. But you guys aren't, right?
Chiaki? Is that you?
I don't know.
Does this mean you're my memory of Chiaki? Because you should have already disappeared. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, don't you think they're messed up? Telling us the world's going to be destroyed? And to sacrifice ourselves? There's no way I can choose. For someone like me, I'm just not able to choose. Seriously, I've had enough. Tired of being mixed up in all this stuff I don't understand. Not only was I told that I have no talent at all, but if I get out, I'll go back to being ultimate despair. And on top of that, I was told I'm going to disappear too. Isn't that messed up? Hey, you don't want that either, right? I mean, if we lose our memories, there won't be a single trace of your existence left. You're going to completely disappear, and none of us will ever remember you.
No, I won't.
Huh?
Even if I cease to exist, even if you guys never remember me again, that doesn't mean I will completely disappear. As long as everyone continues to move forward toward the future we created together, I will never disappear. What I lived for, fought for, and risked my life for will still exist.
You're right, but
You're probably just scared, right? Not just of disappearing. You're scared of moving toward the future with such a heavy burden, right?
yeah, I'm scared. I'm obviously terrified.
Meu Deus, cara.
How much longer are you going to be this indecisive?
Huh?
Didn't you want to become someone with confidence? Isn't that why you admired Hope's Peak Academy?
But even Hope's Peak Academy tricked me.
Hajime, you've had it wrong this whole time.
Wrong?
Having talent isn't the goal. There's something much more important than whether or not you have talent, right? What's important is that you believe in yourself. If you can't do that, no matter how much talent you possess, you will never be confident in yourself. Just like how you were in the past.
You? Hey, who are you? I mean, you should have already disappeared, right?
But past Hajime is in the past. He's not the same Hajime who spent time with me and the others in this world. So it's going to be alright. I think it's time you finally had confidence in yourself.
Chiaki, can you tell me something? Which choice should I make? My hope? The world's hope? Which one should I choose?
You guys are the only ones who have the right to decide your future. And the responsibility too.
So you're saying I should choose for myself?
But if you can't choose either future, why don't you just create one?
Create?
Even if this world is just a game, you guys aren't part of the game. You guys don't have to just choose a future. You should be able to create one as well.
Do you think someone like me can do that?
Since you're not part of the game, you don't have to worry about talent, skill, or level. You guys have a tremendous ultimate move that can overcome anything. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you just do it, things will turn out okay.
If I do it, things will turn out okay.
Of course, games aren't very fun when they're easy to clear.
But this isn't a game, right?
Hey, Hajime, this isn't for the sake of anyone else. You have to do this for yourself. Now then, it's about time you show me your cool side, Hajime. Come on, I'll help out too.
Help?
Cara, o que tá acontecendo, velho? Meu Deus. Eu não tenho nenhum talento. Eu fui traído. Eu tô... É tipo, é uma treta comigo mesmo. Eu não sou o Izuru.
Who cares what will happen to the world? I don't want to sacrifice myself. It's not like I'll be appreciated anyway. There's no way we can beat Junko. It's the Future Foundation's fault. Not mine. I can't choose the future.
Se eu posso tentar?
See, if you just do it, things will turn out okay. You should even be able to create the future.
Vou usar a bala dela. Esse sou eu. Isso não é bom. Não é nem um pouco bom.
I have no talent at all. I was even betrayed by the academy I admired so much. I don't want to disappear. I'm not Izuru Kamakura.
Mano.
Who cares what will happen to the world? I don't want to sacrifice myself. It's not like I'll be appreciated anyway. There's no way we can beat Junko. It's the Future Foundation's fault. Not mine. I can't choose the future.
Criar um futuro. Se eu criar um futuro, eu posso escolher.
See, if you just do it, things will turn out okay. You should even be able to create the future.
Esse sou eu. Esse é meu verdadeiro eu. Isso não é bom. Não é nem um pouco bom.
I have no talent at all. I was even betrayed by the academy I admired. I don't want to disappear. I'm not Izuru Kamakura. Who cares what will happen to the world? I don't want to sacrifice myself. It's not like I'll be appreciated anyway. There's no way we can beat Junko. Even so, it's the Future Foundation's fault. Even so, not mine. Even so,
Cara. Shaki.
No matter what kind of future it is, as long as you guys move toward it, I will never disappear.
Mano.
Everything that happened here, it won't be meaningless. If you guys carried the burden of both hope and despair, you should even be able to create the future. Even if it's a convenient miracle. If you just do it, things will turn out okay. That's why you can't hesitate now. Resolve to throw everything away and give it everything you got. I'll be cheering for you too.
That reminds me. I forgot to say it again.
Caraca, véi.
If we don't rid the world of despair, the tragedy will start once again.
I want to see Echo one more time. If we turn back into ultimate despair, we might be killed by the Future Foundation, right?
This is your responsibility, since you're the ones who fell to despair.
It's not my responsibility. It's the Future Foundation's.
They're both hope and they're both despair. A conclusion will never be fucking reached.
You can't lose hope!
If the memories we made here disappear, I will not even remember why everyone died.
If we don't rid the world of despair,
You can't lose hope!
If the memories we made here I will not even remember why everyone died.
Futuro.
don't rid the world of the tragedy will start with.
I want to see Neko one more. We turn back into we might be killed by the.
This is your responsibility.
It's not responsibility. It's the Future Foundation.
They're both hope and they're both. The conclusion will never.
No, that's wrong.
Carai!
It won't just be hope. There will probably be a lot of despair, too. I don't know what kind of future awaits us. But our futures are ours. I won't let anyone take them.
Carai!
Who the hell are you?
I've decided. I'm done running away.
Holy!
I will fight for my future. I will fight alongside the future that everyone created for me. It's not for anyone else's sake but my own.
Don't tell me. Izuru? Hey, what the heck is going on? Is this a serious bug or something?
I am not Izuru Kamakura. I am Hajime Hinata!
Carai! Futuro.
Despair because you yearn for hope. You yearn for hope because you just let's finish this already. There's no need for you to choose. Close your eyes and cover your ears. Just shut the hell up! If you do that, this game is gonna continue. If you don't want that, just turn off the game.
Even so,
You don't have to look at the hopeless future.
Regredi? Meu Deus, eu tenho que fazer isso muito rápido.
damn it!
Eu tenho que ganhar dela na discussão.
You yearn for hope because you just let's finish this already. There's no need for you to choose. Close your eyes and cover your ears. Just shut the hell up! If you do that, this game is gonna. If you don't want that, just turn off the game.
Even so,
You don't have to look at the hopeless future.
Vamos abrir o caminho para o futuro nós mesmos. Este ciclo de esperança, desespero e morte. Precisamos acabar com isso aqui.
You don't have to look at the hopeless future.
Caraca. Ah não, regredi! Eu tenho que entrar com o futuro. Eu tenho que entrar com o
You
futuro.
despair because you yearn for hope. You yearn for hope because you just let's finish this already. There's no need for you to choose. Close your eyes and cover your ears. Just shut the hell up! If you do that, this game is gonna continue forever. If you don't want that, just turn off the game.
even so,
You don't have to look at the hopeless future.
I'll never let anyone choose again!
Carai, mano. Atitude de pânico. Caralho.
I don't want anything. You have no argument. There's no hope. Just give up already. A miracle won't happen.
Meu Deus, cara.
This crappy feeling. I don't want anything. Izuru!
Caralho, vamos, bora.
You have no argument.
Meu Deus.
The future will make you suffer. Just give up already. You're not hope. I don't want to lose anything.
Meu Deus, mano.
Any choice is despair. You're not hope. You have no argument. I don't want anything. You have no argument. You won't be able to do
Isso-
it.
isso-
You won't be able to do anything.
Isso está errado.
No, that's wrong.
A Shaq veio junto, caraca.
What the heck is wrong with you? Why is there a bug like this all of a sudden?
Everyone, let's shut this game down!
Don't you get it? If we start the shutdown sequence,
There's never only one choice to make. There's no way I'll allow things to end this way. The future everyone has created for us should have more possibilities than that. Let's leave this place with confidence, and from there we can just create it on our own. The
Carai.
future that we want.
What are you saying? There's no way something that convenient is going to happen.
It wouldn't be strange if a miracle happened. This isn't a game. We can change the future as much as we want.
Even if you talk big, if you leave here, you're just gonna forget everything. That goes for everyone else!
We just have to press these 2 buttons at the same
Carai!
time, correct? I wonder. I do not really understand it myself, but I just saw it. When my body felt so heavy that I could not move, when I felt as though I was sinking into a deep black sea, it was at that moment I somehow heard Hajime's voice. And though it was just a flash, I saw it, like a lighthouse beacon shining across an ocean of darkness. A warm, yet resolute light. The one who shined that light, it was probably... You saw it too, right, Hajime? The future we are going to create from this moment on. It is also the future that everyone has created.
Caraca, mano.
Then, there is no way we can stop now.
Seriously, that's a suicidal decision.
Meu Deus, cara.
I'm well aware it might be an act of suicide. There's no telling how this will play out, but... I heard her voice. In fact, I think it was the first time she ever yelled at me.
A vez da Peco.
I can't stand on my own 2 feet if she keeps treating me like a damn kid.
Caraca.
I don't like thinking about complicated stuff. If there's someone strong worth fighting, I'll fight. It's just who I am, you know?
Tá
That's what it
porra.
means to be confident, right? Then, I'm gonna choose this!
Man, this sure is getting annoying again. But if you're saying you're gonna do it, there's no way I can back out now. If I don't have any place to go back to, I should at least protect this place no matter what.
Carai, véi.
You all... Why? Why? How can you guys throw yourselves back into the depths of despair?
Because we believe.
Huh?
We believe in our future. That's what makes us different from you. We believe that if we try new things, even difficult things, that everything will turn out okay. We believe we can even create our own futures.
That's impossible! That can't be hope! It's not even despair! What is this?
Hajime, everyone, thank you.
I'm not one you should be thanking.
Carai, véi. Meu Deus, esse julgamento, carai, véi. Carai. Meu Deus, mano.
Well, let's get started.
I didn't think it would end this easily.
Huh? It's not the end, right? This is just the beginning, right?
First, we need to let this game world end.
And from that point on, we're the ones who are going to create.
Mano dos céus. Carai, tchau, tchau, Junqueira. Carai. Mano. Que vida.
Man, this is absolute despair. I feel despair upon despair and
Meu
despair
Deus,
toward despair
cara.
yet again. How fun. Once you've experienced the despair I've suffered, there's no turning back. Living in the shadows of past memories. That's too sad, you know? But I guess I no longer have to hope for despair.
Is just so hopeless.
What was that just now? Why did Usami appear? She should have already disappeared.
I guess it's just as Hajime said.
At least, this wasn't the ending prepared for them. This was the ending they created.
Are you saying they're moving towards such an uncertain future on purpose?
Even so, the only thing we can do now is leave it to them. This game world is going to end soon. There is nothing more we can do.
Regardless, there's no need for us to do anything.
Carai, velho.
Man, it's collapsing.
You're right.
I am sorry to trouble everyone, but even if we awaken in the real world and forget about what transpired here, it will still have meaning, right?
Of course, Miss Sonia. I don't know the proper way to say this, but I kind of feel the same way too.
You're so bad at explaining things. Now that it's the end, you should at least try a little harder.
People can't change that easily, you know.
Well, whether it has meaning or not, it all depends on us now.
Time's almost up.
I'm pretty scared.
I am scared too.
But it's okay, right? It makes sense to feel scared, right?
That's the future.
Hey, I'll never forget you guys. Or the others. You guys better remember me too. My name is Kazuichi Soda.
Bobalhão.
With your colorful personalities, there's no way I'd forget you guys that easily.
Even if I forget, I will use all my might and remember.
If you start talking weird later, Hajime, I'll beat you up till you turn back to normal.
That's a relief. But make sure you hold back as much as you can.
Caraca, mano. Então esse é o fim, mas isso é só o começo, não é verdade? Não muda o fato do quão assustado estou. Não consigo deixar de me sentir assustado, tão assustado, mas...
Thank you. Thank you, Chiaki. Phew. I finally said it.
Caraca, Chiaki nos salvou por dentro do software, mano. Cara, isso foi muito surreal, tá ligado?
Me too.
Oh, que amorzinho.
I'll never forget about you guys. I'll never, ever forget. I'll be cheering for you guys from now on. From somewhere. 'Cause we're all friends after all.
Caralho, velho. Esse é o fim, adeus academia. Manos, eu estou muito embasbacada, velho. Eu não acredito, a gente realmente... Celular gigante, é o celular da Junko. Mano, claro que eu vou salvar o meu progresso, vou salvar aqui no 5º slot. Mano, então o incidente está chegando ao fim. Um incidente cheio de absurdo, sem sentido, com pura irracionalidade. Está prestes a baixar a cortina. Um incidente menor que o maior e mais trágico evento da história da Academia Pública da Esperança. Menor que o maior, mais horrível e mais trágico evento. Então, um incidente tão pequeno que nem sequer tem um nome. O mundo nunca saberá o que aconteceu aqui. Nem agora, nem no futuro distante. Enquanto permanecerem aqui.
Apparently they've finished the preparations. We can leave any time.
Then, I guess we should get going.
Hey, Makoto. Is this really okay? You're the one who said, leave the questions to me. So I let you take the lead. Are they really going to be okay? Didn't they just turn back into ultimate despair?
I don't think that's the case. I mean, If they did turn back, they wouldn't have said that they'd stay on this island.
Se eles fossem retornar ao estado anterior, eles não teriam dito. Ficariam nessa ilha.
Perhaps they're thinking about helping their sleeping friends.
I can't really say for sure, but that's what I believe.
Whether they know it or not, the fact that they're already clinging to that feeling shows they're no longer who they were in the past.
Boa,
It
Kyoko.
seems that there are too many soft-hearted people here.
But in reality, the possibility of those who are asleep waking up is close to zero.
No, the possibility isn't a problem. Even if there's the smallest possibility, they're still trying to create that future for themselves. In their eyes, that is the future.
The smallest possibility. You might as well call it a miracle.
Strangely enough, I have a feeling that they'll be able to reach it. They've accepted their hopes and their despair, and they're trying to create their own future. Maybe, for people like that, miracles are inevitable. Don't you think?
As cheesy as ever. Seriously, you haven't grown up.
Haven't grown up?
That's the main reason we decided to come with you.
Well, who cares? I guess I'll respect your decision. This time. However, what comes next is going to be difficult for us.
Leaving them on this island. If the higher-ups at HQ find out about this, it
Sim.
will definitely cause a scene.
We need to work on concealing it.
That's not a problem.
And what do you intend to explain to HQ?
About that.
Ah, eles estão saindo da ilha.
Good luck. I'm not going to help you.
Huh? Why?
You should at least be glad that we decided to respect your decision.
Fine.
Then let's go back as well. We're not even close to finished yet. There's still a lot we must do. Besides the Future Foundation, the biggest, most awful, most
Não está
tragic event
acabado.
in human history is not finished. We must end this once and for all, for the sake of the future.
It seems I must fight alongside you all for a little while longer.
Plus, there's someone waiting for you to return.
Don't make me remember something so horrifying.
Then let's go. We must create our own futures too.
Cara, que foda, né?
And so,
Mano.
the ordeal has ended. And from here, our daily lives have started. Lives that are much more absurd, nonsensical, and irrational than before. Things are probably gonna be a lot more difficult now. There's no such thing as an answered mystery. It's doubtful whether or not things will even end well. The future isn't a path. It's like an endless sea. You can try to go anywhere, but it doesn't mean you'll get there. Even so, I will keep on living. I will keep on living as Hajime Hinata.
Que massa, véi.
My future lies here.
Mano, que maneiro, véi. Tá, e aí? Véi, eu não preciso nem dizer, né? Eu já achei Danganronpa 1 foda. Agora, Danganronpa 2 quebrou totalmente minhas expectativas de que fosse ser a mesma coisa. E é um jogo que conta uma história totalmente diferente. Ela linka direitinho com Danganronpa 1. Encaixa, sabe? As coisas se entrelaçam tanto pra esse final que a gente fica tipo, tá, a gente vai zerando o jogo, a gente não vai entendendo porra nenhuma. Mas chega no final, a gente começa a entender, as coisas começam a encaixar e a gente vê esse final absurdo. E a gente meio que pode resumir esse Danganronpa 2 como o Danganronpa dos super colegiais do desespero. E, mano, cara, é muito foda. Eu tô muito sem reação, cara. Eu não acredito que eu zerei. E que jogo fantástico. Mano, a gente tem mais de 50 vídeos aqui no canal. Foram horas e horas e horas jogando esse jogo. E esse jogo realmente é um dos melhores jogos que eu joguei nesse ano. Foi um dos melhores enredos que eu já me envolvi. Porque é plot em cima de plot, tu fica... Caralho, a gente fica querendo mais, sabe? A gente fica querendo mais. Enquanto eu gravava essa série, muitas vezes eu queria abrir as wikias pra ver spoilers e entender e desvendar essa história e... Caralho, Spike Chunsoft, parabéns, vocês são os caras, mano. Que história fodástica. Que história fenomenal. E, mano, eu não sei se dá de pular isso aqui. Dá. Obteve um presente. Easter egg. Ah, legal. Tá. Outro presente. Chaveiro da Uzami. Legal. Bonitinho. Danganronpa if. Tá bom. Deseja salvar seu progresso. Vamos salvar aqui embaixo. E voltando à tela inicial. Mano. Ó, tem um novel ainda. Você pode ler a novel escrito por uma incrível autora. Interessante. Cara, fiquem tranquilos. Nós jogaremos sim Danganronpa V3. Nós jogaremos sim... É um Danganronpa... continuação, né? A continuação é... Enfim, tem outros jogos. Tem Ultra Despair Girls. Eu vou ver agora... Eu tenho que ver a linha cronológica certinha pra gente seguir, tá? Porque pelo que me comentaram, tem os animes, e aí o anime tem antes do V3, é alguma coisa assim, tem que organizar essa ordem. Então, eu quero muito fazer vídeos aqui pro canal sobre, tipo, a história de Danganronpa, destrinchando isso, mas não sei se eu vou precisar zerar o V3 primeiro, Ultra Despair Girls. Cara, mas esse jogo aqui foi muito foda, mano. Essa experiência que a gente teve aqui foi muito foda, essa história foi absurda, eu fico muito feliz de compartilhar isso com vocês. Caralho, que jogo foda, mano. Putz, meu Deus. Muito obrigado por ter acompanhado a saga, muito obrigado por você ter prestigiado, se emocionado, gritado, esperneado, almoçado junto comigo aqui, tipo, mano, eu tô sem reação. Espero que vocês tenham gostado, comenta o que você achou desse final e um abraço, um beijo carinhoso e vamos criar um futuro novo. Valeu, falou!